this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to play 6 fun shuffle licks on a C harmonica played in 2nd position in the key of G. But before I show you how to play these licks, let's just have a little think about what a shuffle is. What is a shuffle rhythm? So in order to know what a shuffle rhythm is, we need to know what a straight rhythm is. So if we think about eighth notes, so eighth notes are notes that last for half a beat. So you play 2 eighth notes per beat. So a straight rhythm would be one that sounds like this. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay, so that's a straight rhythm. A shuffle rhythm, on the other hand, would sound like this. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so that you can feel has a lot more kind of swing to it. It's a lot bluesier sounding, and that's something that we use a lot in blues music. We don't always play shuffle rhythms, but we do play them quite a lot. And basically, if the band are playing a shuffle rhythm, or the backing track's playing a shuffle rhythm, then you need to shuffle with them. You can't then play a straight rhythm over it. It won't fit. So what's going on in a shuffle rhythm? Well, basically, you have, you're going to have the eighth notes, but the eighth note that lands on the beat is a little bit longer than the eighth note that lands on the offbeat. So you have that bam, 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 bam. And a good way to think about this is to think about Humpty Dumpty. So Humpty Dumpty, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that is a shuffle rhythm. So I'm going to teach you 6 licks that you can play over a 12-bar blues that use a shuffle rhythm. So your first lick is going to sound like this. Okay, so this lick starts on beat 1, and we're going to be starting with 4 eighth notes that are the same, 4 2 draws in a row. So that'll be... Okay, and then on beat 3 you're going to play a 3-draw half-step bend, and that's only going to last for half a beat, and then you're going to go straight to a 2-draw on the offbeat, but that's going to be a quarter note, so that means you're going to hold that 2-draw a little bit longer. And then you're going to play a 2-blow on the offbeat between beat 4 and beat 1 of the next bar, and you play a 2-draw on beat 1 of the next bar, and then a 3-draw half-step bend, and then a 2-draw. So the 3-draw half-step bend and the 2-draw at the end, those are eighth notes. So that'll be... Okay, let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so make sure that because you've got 4 2-draws in a row, you're going to articulate them rather than playing a new breath for each one. Okay? Right, I'm going to go through these licks quite quickly because you can pause the video and spend a little bit of time on each of them and then keep watching when you're ready to do the next one. So, lick 2 is going to sound like this. Alright, so lick 2 should feel quite familiar to a lot of you. It's basically the blues scale. But what's interesting about it is that we're playing it with the shuffle rhythm, which instantly makes it sound a lot more musical. So all I'm doing is I'm playing all eighth notes, shuffle rhythm, blues scale, starting on beat 1, and then I'm doubling the final note. So I'm doubling that 6th blow, and I'm going to hold that 6th blow for another 2 beats after that. So that's... Okay, so let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and hopefully you can notice that I'm moving from side to side. That's a good sign that you've got a shuffle rhythm, because it's quite difficult not to feel the groove and to go from side to side. And if you don't feel a groove, you don't have that urge to move, This sounds so cheesy, but it's true. If you don't have that urge to move, then it's probably not shuffled. You're probably not shuffling it. So you really need to listen to yourself and hear if you're getting that hum-dee-dum-dee. Okay? All right. So next lick. Lick number 3 is a great ending lick. You probably have heard this kind of lick before. So let's listen to what it sounds like. Okay, so you would play this lick over the final 2 bars of a 12-bar blues when you're going to finish playing. Okay, so the ending, the final 12 bars, the last 2 bars of those. Okay, so all 8th notes all the way through, starting on beat 1 of bar 11. So you've got 2 2 draws, then 2 clean 3 draws, 2 4 blows, 2 4 draw half step bends. Then on beat 1 of bar 12, we're going to play a 4 draw. Then on the offbeat, a 1 draw, 2 draw whole step bend on beat 2, and a 2 draw on the offbeat between 2 and 3. And that's going to take us to the ending. So just to hear it again, nice and slow. 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's try that together. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so when you're listening to that, you should be feeling that there's an accent on the note that lands on the beat, and that the note that lands on the offbeat is a little bit quieter, a little bit less emphasized. So that's what's going to give you that good shuffle rhythm. All right, let's have a listen to lick number 4. Okay, so this is quite a short lick, just a bar long, and it's all 8th notes. So we've got 2 4 draws in a row, then 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend, 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw, 2 draw. So you've probably noticed that there's a lot of 8th note stuff going on in these licks. That's because that's the easiest way to hear that shuffle rhythm, because that's what it really affects. So let's try that together. 1 2 3 4. Okay. Ba 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 ba. 2 3 4. Okay, remember, repeated notes get articulated rather than new breaths. So spend a little bit of time working on that lick, and then when you're ready, let's move on to lick number 5. Okay, so lick number 5, a little bit longer once again. Pretty much all 8th notes. We're going to break it into 2 halves though. So our first half sounds like this. Okay, so we've got 4 4 draws in a row, and then a 5 draw, 4 draw again. So articulate all of those 4 draws, apart from the final one, and then you've got a 1 beat rest before we get to the second half. So let's play that first half just a little bit together. 1 2 3 4. The next half sounds like this. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so it's not all 8th notes, but it almost is. So our first 4 notes are 8th notes. 4 blow, 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw. And then we have a quarter note on beat 3. That's a 2 draw. And then 2 more 8th notes starting on beat 4. 2 blow, 2 draw. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, let's try that second half together. 1 2 3 4. Okay, now let's put both of those bits together to play the whole lick. Starting on beat 1. 1 2 3 4. All right, excellent. Okay, let's spend a little bit of time on that lick, and then when you're ready, let's have a look at lick number 6, the final lick. Okay, so lick number 6 starts in a slightly different place. So it's going to start on the offbeat between beat 3 and beat 4. Now, I really like to use this lick as a kind of intro lick, a kind of your first lick of a 12-bar blues. But you can place it wherever you want. Just make sure that you are starting on that offbeat between beat 3 and beat 4. So all eighth notes, we've got 1 draw, 2 blow, 2 draw. That's what happens before beat 1. And a little interesting thing to think about, because you're starting on an offbeat and you're playing a shuffle rhythm, that means the first note you're playing is a quiet note. It's not a note that you're emphasizing. It's the second note, the note that lands on beat 4, so on the beat, that's the emphasis. Ba, ba, da. Okay? And then beat 1, we start with 2 3-draw half-step bends, then a 2 draw, 2 blow, and 2 draw, 3-draw half-step bend. Ba, 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 ba. So let's try putting that all together. Remember, it's starting on the offbeat between beat 3 and beat 4. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, really think about that Humpty Dumpty. Dee Humpty Humpty Dumpty Humpty. So I started on the D of Humpty because I was starting on the offbeat, so that's how I'm thinking of it. So those are 6 shuffle licks. You could actually play them as straight licks. So if you were playing over a backing track that wasn't shuffled, you could play them straight. And the first lick, for example, would sound like... So it works. It's not quite as fun. I love shuffle rhythms. They're very groovy, they're very bluesy, so it makes sense to play them. So spend some time working on those licks, and to make it easier for you to learn them, you can download the tab by clicking on the link in the description below, where I've also put some audio clips of me playing them for you to stream to make it a little bit easier to learn them, as well as the backing track that I was using. You can stream that as well and play along and have some fun improvising with them. So before you run off and do that, you can do one little thing for me. You can give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. And you can actually do another little thing for me. If you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to my channel, because I put out a new harmonica lesson every single Wednesday, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on next week. And then one last thing, if you are interested, I know some people have already got in touch about these, very snazzy Keep Calm and Play Harmonica t-shirts. So I am doing a pre-order offer at the moment on my website. If you click on the link in the description below, you can get free shipping anywhere in the world for one of these t-shirts if you pre-order it before the 15th of August, because that is when I am going to go and get them printed, and then I'll be shipping them out on the 1st of September. So this is 2017 in case you're watching this in the future. So get on that if you want to have one of these t-shirts. You can get them in black. You can also get them in red, so you can make the choice of what you want. All right, happy harping, and I will see you next Wednesday.